Hi, I'm KV.
And I'm B, and we are so grateful to have you listening to our podcast.
Please don't forget to hit the subscribe or the follow along button so you never miss an episode. It really means the world to us.
Thanks for listening. Welcome to Sex and the One, the podcast with B and KV.
Getting down and dirty about all things love, life, sex, dating and relationships.
Lost the plot again, I tell ya. We've lost it.
We always start by losing the plot, do we not?
This week's been an interesting one.
It sure has.
Wowza. What's going on? Lots. Pop culture-wise, like there's heaps. I don't know. I like staying up to date with my little reality TV show drama.
Yeah. And do you know, as they call reality TV for a reason, it's real life, which is why I don't watch it.
Is it? I
Yes.
actually see. This is the
Absolutely.
argument. They're saying that parts of it are scripted now, like it's gone off on tangents. Producers are producing more, or the cast sometimes are producing themselves to the point where like they'll throw things off on a tangent or act to make drama happen, so it's more watchable, so people are talking. And now guess what? Here I am talking.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, we do watch it. We were just discussing earlier that like drama is something that people are all very interested in. I don't tend to be interested in drama. And the reason why I'm not interested in drama is not because there's something wrong with me, but it's because my life is a drama.
Your life is drama.
So when it is your life, it tends to be a bit...
It's taxing.
Well, it's less interesting because I have this happen to me regularly. People come in and they'll go, oh, you have to follow such and such on the thing because she's so funny. You should hear her dating stories. And so I'll go hear the dating stories, and I'm like, yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I've been that. And it's not an ego thing, like as in like me too. Yeah. It's more like me too. Yeah. Like it's
Dread.
more like the not, if you're going to call it a negative thing, it's more like the negative part of it. Yeah. And I've done it as well, and I've been there. And so it's I don't necessarily want to hear it from someone else.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not because I'm not interested, but just because it's like, okay, we're both in the same boat. That's cool.
Well, it's funny. Yep. I don't want the drama in my life. Like, I want peace.
Yes.
Because I can't regulate. I can't live like in that state.
Yes.
But I have to do this 1 second. Thanks.
Yes, thank you, because it's been annoying me.
Yeah, eyelash. Look at that.
Make a wish. I wish for better dating experience.
I don't even know what I was saying. Yeah, I don't want drama in my life, but sometimes to switch off from like work and life, I watch drama.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is attractive about that for you? Because I get it, like I get it, but like, why is it self-regulating for you? Because it's not your life.
I think so.
Yeah,
I literally, it will take me maybe 2 weeks to watch one episode because I fall asleep.
Yeah, right.
Like it's not even what it is.
Yep.
I think it's just like the noise in the background, and then you get caught up in like, when you go on TikTok, you're swiping and you're like, oh, they're talking about that show I'm watching. And then you'll get caught up in the 30-second TikTok, and you'll know what's going on in the episode just from 30-second TikTok.
Yes.
And that's where I was coming from about the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I know you don't really watch that, but there's a whole look. It started with these group of mums doing like what they call mum talk. So they just dance together. They're from Salt Lake City. They're of the religion of the Latter-day Saints. So they're all Mormons, and they look at life a little bit differently to what the church would otherwise probably want them to. Right. And they show that side of their life. So I think from that aspect, I was intrigued because I'm like, that's not what I thought a Mormon was. And they go off on tangents, and they, there was a swinging scandal in season 1 between a couple of the girls and their husbands, and now there's a cheating scandal with 2 of the girls.
Right. So what season are they up to now?
I think it's 2. I think we're up to 2.
And is this like a show, or is this like
show.
Okay.
It's a reality TV show.
Okay.
2 of the girls have been on Dancing with the Stars in the US.
Right.
Like they've just gone completely
which
viral.
Robert Irwin
I
one?
know.
I'm so excited about that.
Did you ever see Whitney? Whitney Levitt?
Yes.
She's Real Housewives of Mormon. Real Lives of Mormon Wives, not Real Housewives.
I did not know
that. Yeah. And she's one that's been on the outs. Like they've outed her.
Right.
And they're actually quite mean. Anyway, so I'm not really up to date. I haven't watched all the haven't finished the season. Right. But the point is what's going on socials is all about this guy that's in this villa reality TV show that Lisa Vanderpump, she's a producer of that, and she owns this villa. He and one of the wives from these shows apparently got together. So they were trying to expose this on the show. And what actually transpired and has come out is one of the other girlfriends has gone and questioned him face to face and said, did this happen between you and me? And he's like, no, well, we kissed, but this actually happened between me and Jesse. And now that's what the next season, that's how it starts. It's explosive. But now what you see is two girlfriends going at it. Well, what they were best friends. And now you see two girls going at it on TikTok.
How much of that's real?
Well, I'm not sure. Because that's what I'm questioning.
If you're like on a TV show, why are you doing that? Like as if you're going to not be exposed.
I know. Like it's silly to think that you're not going to. So now she's had to basically air her dirty laundry. She didn't want the world to know officially. Her and her husband, she told her husband what had happened. So apparently it was just a kiss. But now it's gone into a full-blown, he has said, the mantress, not the mistress, the guy, has said, we had sex. And she's like, no, we didn't.
So this is all on the film, though?
It's all on tape now. But now it's gone off film, basically. Like they've stopped recording for the show and it's all on TikTok. And he's come out, like the guy that's involved, not the husband, is now, blaming Demi for saying something that wasn't true. And it's chaotic offline. Chaotic. And everyone's confused and wondering what's actually real.
I was about to say, interesting, what is the truth? And also, why do we care? What is the truth?
I'm just fascinated.
It is fascinating.
Other people's drama, not yours.
And I also, because we've been to America recently, as you know, and I had a really interesting experience there with the porn. Of course.
So we go from swinging to cheating. Now we're going to porn.
Well,
okay, keep up, people. Keep up.
It's all related.
It's
all related. And I was thinking about, so basically I tried to get on a porn site and I was confronted with this video of how I'm going to have to put in all of my details, provide my passport basically to be able to watch the porn, because you need to prove that you're a certain age and who you are watching the porn, right?
Was it just for you to have to do that, or does everyone in America have to put their passport details in? Their ID.
Their ID, yeah. And so I was like, what? And I presume it's to prove you're of age, but basically it's incredibly intrusive, right? For people people like me, I don't care because I don't have a secret about watching it or anything in that regard and all that sort of stuff. But it's a very interesting thing, and I think a lot of things have happened that have come out of that, with the shows that you're telling me. It's how things are perceived versus how things really are. And I think there's a lot of cheating and there's a lot of things that go down that
in real life, that people don't know about.
Yeah, I think it's everywhere. Anyway, the rest of my porn story, because the point of that story was the porn that immediately pops up, when you log in, is husband cheats on wife while she's at work. Stepmom,
how attractive.
Blah, 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 blah. So all of the names of the porn are all about cheating. You are attracted to watch the porn based on that they're not supposed to be with that person and they're with someone else, even though obviously that's all fake. Yeah. But that's what's interesting to people. But what's funny is I thought I'm not giving him my ID. I just didn't want to do it as just wasn't interested, couldn't be bothered to do it. And I got on Belisa, which is the women's only porn, and I got straight through. So they're not policing the women's porn. They're only policing the men's porn.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
That's how they should.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Maybe
I had no issue.
What type of porn they watch that they want to monitor.
I don't know.
Because maybe it's a way to also filter and, capture things that aren't so ethical.
Yeah.
Maybe it's their way of doing that.
Well, there's definitely a lot of disgusting, unethical things on porn, which is why everyone says, ooh, when I use the word, because people are like,
they assume that.
They assume the worst because that's what they're thinking about. Yeah. They're not realising there's a whole other side to it, which is, seductive and beautiful. And I'm always watching the massage ones and, all the really nicely well done.
Yeah. Have you ever paid for the OnlyFans ones yet? Have you ever paid an OnlyFans? I reckon We need to research that.
No, but I do have a story about paying for porn.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that as well.
Okay.
So the other day, I'm in my PayPal, the PayPal account, right? And I get this charge for $85.87. I'm thinking, I don't remember what I bought for $85.87. It's enough that I was like, I'll check what that is. Because
Do you use PayPal all the time?
I use it, yeah.
Okay.
I use it for the Woolworths shopping and
Do
stuff
you?
like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't
I buy
really-
things, sell things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so it has this thing at 85.87. I'm thinking, what's that? Go in and have a look. And it says Epoch, EPOCH. And I'm thinking, what the hell's Epoch? So then I search Google Epoch. I'm thinking, oh no, I've been scammed. But luckily with PayPal, you don't particularly worry because they've got buyer protection.
Did you ask for a refund?
No, I was anyway. Well, let's get there. Anyway, so at this point the payment's pending, and I tried to cancel the payment. I couldn't cancel the payment, and I thought I'm not worried because PayPal will
they'll give it back
if you're not So the payment goes through. A couple of days later, I have a look, and I'm like, I went to go create a transaction dispute, which is what you do when you don't think the payment's for you. So I'm making this dispute. And I'm looking at what it is, and it starts to have the details. Oh, I've made this payment in 2022, 2023, 2024, and now again 2025, right? I'm thinking, what on earth have I paid for? And I haven't noticed for the last 3 years that I've paid for this thing. Anyway, in the very tiny small print, it's the Dorsal Club, which is well, it's like a European BDSM type porn that's for women.
Gosh.
And
do you watch this? You never mentioned it.
In COVID, I must have paid for something at some point because I remember paying for porn in COVID, and I must have pressed subscribe, which is what people
all
press
this time and never watched it.
And so I have wasted 3 years worth of this.
Oh, you better make up for that.
Awesome porn, and I hadn't. Yeah, so yada yada yada. I did not create a transaction dispute because I would have subscribed for that at some point without realizing. And so now I'm going to be watching 4 years worth this year. Yeah.
Have you started?
Yeah, I started yesterday. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Compared to Balessa?
Different. Like the one that I watched yesterday was of this guy who gets home from work, and there's all of these candles all throughout his house, and he has to follow the line of candles to the bedroom, and there's this beautiful red bedspread in the house, and the bedroom looks beautiful, and the wife's in a chair saying, "Sit down, my husband. I've got a present for you for your birthday." And he's like, "What present? What is this? Are we going to be doing something?" Because she's wearing lingerie and he's got his full suit on. And then she says, No. I've arranged something for you. So she puts a blindfold on him. And so he sits on the bed with this blindfold. So he expects the wife to come and start doing some stuff. She's got a third woman. So the third woman appears and starts doing stuff. And then he says, "What's going on? This is really fun." And then she talks to him from the other side of the room. And he says, "That's not you." And she's like, "No, enjoy, husband."
And she just watches?
Yeah. And then she joins in later.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you love it?
Oh, hello. Yes, I loved it. Yes.
Beautiful.
And it was all really beautifully done. It was special. It wasn't disgusting. There wasn't those disgusting terms of, like hot MILF, young chick, that. There was just none of that. It was just like it was. He enjoyed his birthday present.
Oh, happy birthday, husband!
Yeah, fake husband, but that's okay. Yeah.
See, some things are fake but real.
Exactly. I was fine with that. Anyway, I'm going to be enjoying that every day because
there you go.
My money's worth there.
I didn't know that was going to come out. We didn't plan that one.
Yeah, but speaking of...
Oh, my gosh. I just keep
speaking
knocking
of OnlyFans, I found out I am behind on some things, and I'm behind on Reddit, which apparently if anything happens in the world, you can look it up on Reddit.
It's like a Google.
And so you type in any of the OnlyFans creators and you will see short videos of their videos.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll have to show me.
Yes, I will. I did type in a couple of names and saw some stuff.
Okay. Yeah, where did you find that out?
I had a dinner with a girlfriend in the know.
And they know?
Yeah. Yeah, we just don't know some things.
I don't know a lot of things.
Yeah. Speaking of
drama.
Drama and things, have you heard the latest Lily Allen album?
I actually haven't. I've heard great things about it. and I don't know anything about it. Fill me in.
She is my soul sister. I'm aware she doesn't know who I am and that I exist at all. But I feel like we are in the same, like we are the same. The latest album, like, so everyone knows all their famous songs, of course, like Fuck You and, the guy that's really shit in bed. Which everyone's had that guy that's just the most beautiful guy that just like comes in 2 seconds. Everybody's had that guy. They have. You're like, no, they haven't, but that's okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so she's done this new album, which apparently I found out that she wrote in 10 days or something, recorded in 16 days. Like she just basically, downloaded the album.
Yeah.
But the reason why I love it for lots of reasons, but the reason why I love it is it's a story. So it's like reading a book, but they're songs.
Okay.
So you listen to the entire album from start to finish. You don't just listen to the hits or anything because you want to hear what happens in the story.
Okay.
So you're going, oh, hang on. Oh, okay, you're a West End girl. Okay, so you got into this play. Okay, so what happens in the play? And then by the end of the album, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened to you, like in your marriage. And she just basically reveals every dark secret she's ever had in her marriage.
Are we going to spoiler alert this? Because I haven't listened, but you can't say that now and then not tell me.
I probably shouldn't spoiler alert it too much, but there's a fair bit of like cheating going on in there, and lots of expanded sexual awareness things. Yeah, but what's beautiful about her is, and she's always been like this, and I've heard her interviewed and said this before, is she says, I don't have an issue with people saying things about me behind my back because I'll just say it to their face. I'll announce every single secret I have, and then they've got nothing on me. Yeah. And I understand that concept because when I published my book, although I'm not famous and like her all over the world, I felt the same in that there's no one can say anything about me that I haven't already said about myself.
Yes, it's so funny you say that.
Yeah,
talking about Mormons.
Yes, go.
Before, so the Salt Lake City housewives.
Yes.
There's this couple on there. She's significantly younger than her very, 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 very wealthy husband. She had a child with someone before him. She was about 19 when she had her first and only child. Anyway, they've now connected. I'd say he's in his 60s and she's maybe in her early 40s.
Right.
I'd say mid-40s.
Okay.
He was seen, obviously he's known, like he's been on the show a few times. Not many people like him. Like he's very direct, very cold, and she's nothing like that. He was on a plane and he was sexting or texting other women, and people on the plane could see that he was looking at other women, and someone brought it up with her and she goes, yeah, actually I'm going to address this, and she addressed it on camera.
Wow.
With him because she's sick of his shit.
Wow.
And she said, what, is this true? And he said yes. And she goes, look, I'm happy to stay married to you, but if you need other things in our marriage, can you just tell me? I'm happy to be open if you want it to be open. If you need other things and we stay together, then let's do that. And I was just like, I can't believe and everyone's so surprised in the reality world that this is what, you know how we're saying what's scripted, what's not, what's real, what's not. Lily Allen clearly sharing everything. She's like, what's the point of hiding? I'm on a fucking reality TV show. People are going to find out anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say, Todd, do you want an open marriage? Yes or no?
Does she want an open marriage?
I think she has hinted a few times that this might be for them.
Okay.
So she's happy to go look elsewhere.
I think oftentimes what I've seen is women doing things to please the man. Like opening up their marriage because the man needs this and the man needs that.
But then really it's something she needs,
buddy. Well, possibly. Who knows?
But then she also needs the financial stability, so she doesn't want to leave.
No, so perhaps she likes that. Like, well, you saw that with we both saw MJ the musical.
Yeah.
MJ's dad.
Yeah.
Just it was pretty clear he was cheating. He was,
multiple times.
He did lots of things, and he just went. Sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Do they?
Yeah, well, no, they don't.
Yeah, well, no.
No, they don't. Yeah. They're not watching the porn that I'm watching.
No. Anyway.
But yeah, anyway, lilyallensthebomb.com and
what are you doing?
To the point where
what are you doing?
To the point where I bought tickets to go see her in London next year.
Yeah, baby. I was like, oh, you bought tickets. Okay, where are you going?
Yeah.
Like Rod Laver Arena? No, I'm going to London.
I'm seeing 3 shows.
KV takes it to the extreme every time.
Lily Allen is my.
Well, you're gonna know every song.
She's just the best. I love.
I hope you meet her.
Yeah, that would
going
be so
to this
cool.
effort. Let's put let's put it out there. KV's gonna meet her.
I want to meet her. Yeah. She's just the best. She's like, I appreciate significantly women who are prepared to be honest about themselves and their lives, and it educates other women so much. And she's not doing it for the drama. No, she's doing it from a humble, beautiful, loving place, and I adore her.
And so where has it ended? Like, what's the end of the story?
Well, she's living happily ever after, playing songs about what happened.
About her love life or lack thereof.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know what is happening in her life right now. We'll have to wait for the next album.
So how long ago did they separate?
They separated last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the album's only just come out a few weeks ago. So.
Yeah, I need to listen. What's going on with your dating
life?
With
my dating stories.
Can you give me an update? Because I actually haven't spoken to you.
No,
we actually haven't spoken.
It's so funny because I went overseas and I had a very awesome family holiday. I was not interested in dating at all while I was over there.
I know.
That's
not like you.
No, but I just didn't want someone like I didn't need. I'm looking for someone who adds value, and on my family holiday, that would have taken away time from my family.
Yeah, they were the value,
and they were my value, 100%.
Yeah,
it's becoming increasingly hard to be interested in replacing, finding the time for a maybe.
Yeah. Because you don't have time for maybes anyway. Unless you're a fuck yes,
I love my life. I don't care. Yeah. I'm not invested. I don't need anyone. So I don't. I'm not. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Like I'm having just as much fun. I'm having more fun. Not.
Yeah.
Anyway, yada yada yada. I came home and I was like, because you know how I went off the dating apps. I was like, I'm done with the apps. Apps are
I'm done with
crazy.
Apps this month.
They're made for to make money. They're not made to help you find someone. Blah 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 blah. I still agree with all of that. And then I joined one as well.
But have you joined one and paid yet?
Paid, correct. Yes, I paid.
Which one are you paying for?
So I paid for Bumble.
Yeah.
I just decided that one.
Have you ever paid for Bumble before?
No, never paid for it.
Yes,
no.
okay.
Paid for that just to see what my experience would be. And
if it improves, enhances.
Yes. I actually wrote a Substack on this that came out today. On my personal Substack.
Follow along.
Yes.
My writer friend over here.
If you're interested in this story.
Chris Ballet.
About
sex in the real life.
Yeah. Sex in the real world.
Oh, the real world.
Yep.
I just made that up. Sex in the real life.
Well, that's because it's Mormons in the real life. Mormons, I think.
Sorry.
I'm just not one of them, but that's okay. Anyway, so I wrote a Substack on it because it's like as soon as you enter the dating world, it's what are you looking for? What are your goals? What do you think? And people get really annoyed if you can't answer that. And I won't answer that because I don't believe I should put people in boxes in that regard. I get it if you're in your like 30s and you want to have kids and and you don't want to date someone whose intentions aren't serious. I get that. In my 50s, I don't know what role you're going to play in my life, and I don't care.
Yeah.
And I would never say it to a woman that I met, oh, what are you looking for? Like, I don't know. Do we want to go to the movies or do you want to make a podcast together? I don't know. And so I feel that's where I'm at in my dating life.
That makes sense.
And so I get on the app and I matched with a guy who had liked me, and I'd found out that he'd liked me, and I checked his profile, liked him back. And his first comment was, I want to be on the other side of that pink donut. There was a picture of me eating a pink donut. I want to be on the other side of that pink donut. And I thought,
he wants to eat the donut or he wants to eat you?
Me. And so I go, oh, God. And then I thought, Chris, calm down.
Pay for this.
You've got to like it's one comment. You can do this. Like, let's see what else he's got.
You've got to G yourself up to keep going.
Yeah, I do. And so then I messaged back, oh, actually, I wish I had that donut again. That was a delicious donut. Because I'm just like thinking, what can I say?
You're not taking my donut.
His next message, I want to suck your toes.
Okay.
I said, goodbye, Simon. I don't know if his name was Simon. I'm just making that up. But like, goodbye, Simon. That was literally what I wrote.
Simon says,
and then
I want to suck your
and then I deleted him. And I thought, and you know when you're trying
You
to
fucking
give...
paid for that. I'd be more upset
Yeah.
at the fact that you went to the effort to get the app again and you made a payment to get that.
Yeah. And like this
I'm
is
so
this,
sorry.
this is how we roll. Like this is, and like, so I am trying not to be cynical. It is very tricky because you're just going, why am I giving you any benefit of any doubts? Anyway, I've had some good chats on there. And I haven't met anyone from it at this stage, but I possibly will. But I don't care. I'm not invested. So when you're not invested, you're not necessarily going to put the effort in either. And I chatted with another guy that was an author, very, very lovely guy. We chatted for a couple of days. I wasn't really feeling anything, but he seemed really nice. And I thought, Chris, if he seems really nice, just roll with this, see how we go. And then he says, Chris, I find you captivating. And of course I go...
How often? How
We've been chatting for a day and a half.
Okay.
We have not met. We have not spoken on the phone.
How can you be captivated by some text?
I don't know. I'm captivating. I don't know. Whatever. And so I go. Of course, I am a cynic. Like I'm happy to admit that. Like I am. I go. What the fuck's captivating? Like what the fuck?
Do you mean my words, my looks? Like what? What's captivating?
I had a cynical reaction. Then he says, "I find you breathtaking."
Okay.
I go. So then at this point I go.
So you don't like being complimented on?
Not by somebody who doesn't even know me.
Yeah, if he'd seen you and he maybe said that might be different.
Do you want to be called breathtaking? Really, honestly?
Well, not really. I can't take compliments, so I mean, you're talking to the wrong person here. But I mean,
like,
what pictures did you have on there?
like,
I need to understand why he would go to these lengths to say these describing words.
I have high self-esteem. I do not think that I'm an ugly person.
I have high self-esteem.
Things happen to me. I do not think that I'm a bad, whatever. But I am not breathtaking, and like that is not a mean thing to say about myself. It is just I'm very aware of where my physical reality is. I'm not in la la land about it, and I don't care either. Like I'm not attached to it. So
Goodbye,
anyway,
asshole.
So I'm doing the eye roll thing. Chris, calm down, right? I'm thinking because I react really easily. Like I'm aware I do this.
Yeah.
And so I said to him, listen, thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment. It's not really for me. It's not where I'm at. Like it's not something that I like. And thank you very much though. I appreciate the intent was there. Thank you. Like, you know what I mean?
Very polite.
So then that causes the beast to appear.
Come out. Yeah.
Because he meant that seriously and fair enough for him. I said to him, he said to me, it's not a compliment, it's a fact.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, all right. I said, that's fine. And he said, and basically said, well, where's your opinion coming from? How are you ever going to fall in love if you can't take a compliment? And I said, he goes, if that's your goal to find someone. And I said, well, actually, it's not my goal. I don't have a goal. I said, but I know it's yours. So like,
I'm not the right person.
That's where he's coming from because he's looking for someone and he thinks I could be it after a day and a half of chatting. And I respected that. Like,
how old is this guy?
It's not me. 47.
Okay.
Like old enough that he might, fit the category, I suppose.
Yes.
And I'm not saying he was a bad person at all, but I just that wasn't for me, that comment. Anyway, that turned into a full blown like text back and forth, where he basically said that was a huge compliment and I should really have a hard look at myself about not being able to accept a compliment and that there's something wrong with me that I can't accept a compliment. And I'd said to him, listen, it's just because I've had thousands of dating experiences where guys say things with varying levels of intentions and I just don't want to be appreciated for my physicality. Like I prefer to be seen for what I do and the kind of person I am and what I contribute to society, etc., etc. And he said, well, you're never going to find a man the way you're acting. There's something wrong with you, blah, 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 blah. And he said, and I said, well, he goes, what? And he goes, oh, so people who have real good intent that like, you're going to have a go at them for having real. I said, listen, I get what you're saying. You weren't having a go at him. No. I said, I get what you're saying. I'm telling you, this is how I feel. I can't change how I feel. Yes, it is rooted in some things that like have happened to me. And so therefore I've made some decisions about that. Yes, it is. It's true that I'm reacting to this because of what's happened to me. but it still happened to me. I can't make it not happen to me. Like, you know what I mean? So therefore, that's how it is. And so he's basically arguing, he goes, oh, so men objectifying women, that's been a problem for all of ages, has it? And I went, well, actually, yes, misogyny has existed for all of ages, which I hadn't raised. I was just telling him I felt uncomfortable with what he said.
He just didn't like the fact that you rejected him.
No, and I wasn't even rejecting him. I just said I didn't want
politely
to say that. I wasn't
say that.
I wasn't picking up what he was putting down in that regard.
Yeah.
Anyway, he started quoting the Shakespeare sonnets to me, and
Is this guy real?
and how that men in Shakespeare's time revered women and their beauty. And I said, and he goes, "You telling me there's a problem with that?" And I go, well, yeah, actually, I am saying there's a problem with that because in Shakespeare's time, women weren't even allowed to perform on the stage. The women's roles were played by men because they were so subservient to men. So, yeah, I am saying that. And he goes, well, you're saying there's a problem with the whole of history. Anyways.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Went on this whole rant, and I thought, Chris.
How do you block these people?
You have woken the beast. And so I said, you're perfect. This is how I ended it. You're perfect. I get it. Thank you very much. Goodbye. And I'm not even having a go at him necessarily because he's just doing his best to meet someone that he's interested in.
Yes, but read the room a day in, he
didn't respect that I didn't agree with him,
or that you were educated.
I didn't appreciate that, and just would not, you know what I mean? Just would not
look. I don't think he was probably expecting the reaction that he got from you.
No, I was supposed to be flattered. Yep.
Yeah, you're supposed to be flattered, and not many women would have the guts to actually say, look, that's lovely, but actually...
Do you know any woman, though? Do you know women that would actually be excited about being called breathtaking?
Not really. I mean, on my wedding day, I'd expect to be called breathtaking.
Yeah.
You know? That's probably the appropriate... context to use that word. But if you've never met someone,
as you came in today, when I thought, oh gee, Bear looks good today, I did not say you look breathtaking. That's a word. That's a big word.
It's a big word. I did say to you looked great, but yeah, probably not breathtaking today, KV.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Anyway, have a great week, everyone. We can't wait to see you next week.
Bye. Thanks for listening to Sex and the One, an original podcast created by
KV and B,
produced by
B and KV,
content by
KV and B,
enthusiasm for sex
B, and mostly KV.